The threat of nuclear Armageddon is at its highest since the Cuban Missile Crisis, U.S. President Joe Biden has said. Biden made the remarks at a Democratic Party fundraiser, and they came amid Russian officials speaking of the possibility of using tactical nuclear weapons after suffering massive setbacks in the invasion of Ukraine. "We have not faced the prospect of Armageddon since Kennedy and the Cuban Missile Crisis," he said. Read more. Kremlin-appointed official slams ministers over flagging war effort. First time since the Cuban Missile Crisis, we have the direct threat of a nuclear weapon if in fact things continue down the path they are going. Putin is not joking when he talks about potential use of tactical nuclear weapons, the U.S. president said. Biden said the use of nuclear weapons by Russia was more likely because of their flailing invasion of Ukraine. "I don't think there is any such a thing as the ability to easily use a tactical nuclear weapon and not end up with Armageddon," Biden said. He said he was trying to find an off-ramp for Putin's situation. The fundraiser is being held at the New York home of James Murdoch, the son of Australian media mogul Rupert Murdoch. Read more. Ukraine president praises Australia for sending heavy weapons. The 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis is generally considered the closest the USA and the Soviet Union got to all-out war. The tensions between the two superpowers were brought to a head when it was discovered the Russians had placed nuclear warheads in Cuba. The U.S. launched what they described as a quarantine of Cuba to prevent any more armaments arriving in the Caribbean island. The crisis was resolved when the Soviets agreed to remove the missiles in exchange for a pledge that the U.S. would never invade Cuba. At the time, Biden himself was 20 years old. Read more. Biden pardons all marijuana possession convictions.